This video is all about love.
It's never like we are looking forward to that.
When you feel offended, it means I was joking.
I don't think that's true.
Oh.
I don't know, do you have some secrets?
Sure, there's nothing more that I love about you.
Hi guys!
This video is all about love.
Yes. What is love? The question we ask ourselves every day.
Do we?
Tell us more, honey.
I can never fall asleep because I keep thinking about what love is. And also St Valentine's Day is approaching. And even though we don't celebrate it in our country much, we thought we would use the opportunity and talk about our love.
Yeah, because it's important to talk about love. And we love each other. Surprise!
And there's never enough of love.
Yeah, so let's start.
So as we said, St. Valentine's Day is not really observed here much. As far as we know, it's mostly celebrated in English-speaking countries, but it's gaining popularity in Europe, in other countries as well. So we know it exists. It's not really an important date here, I would say. Some people celebrate it. I know a lot of girls who expect gifts on that day. But the two of us never have. Because we celebrate our love every day.
Yeah, and it's too much pressure these holidays, or what is it? Because we don't need gifts.
And we already have each other, and that's all we need.
Yeah, it's totally enough.
We actually have a different day to celebrate love, and that's the 1st of May, or as it's called, May Day, I guess.
May Day, May Day.
Yeah, so that's a holiday of love, and the whole month of May is the month of love.
Yeah.
And also our anniversary is very close to the 1st of May, so for us it's romantic time anyway.
Yeah, it is. So May, very romantic and full of love.
There is a custom associated with 1st of May that couples that are in love are supposed to kiss under a blooming tree.
Yeah, under a cherry tree.
Yeah, that's the most popular option, but usually by May there are no more blooms on cherry trees because they blossom sooner.
Yeah, so it's not very well thought through.
Yeah, so usually apple trees will do.
Anyway, Tommy had this idea for this video. We are going to talk about love, but not just simply talking, but the both of us should prepare 5 things, or I don't know how many things, or reasons why we love each other.
And it should be really easy, so we don't have to stop at 5, because we've been together for almost 13 years, and we love each other so much. I expect Peter will just keep going and telling me what he loves about me.
Totally. The love is overwhelming.
So do you want to go first?
I don't know. I'm scared. I don't know what you had in mind. So I'm afraid I'm going to embarrass myself. So probably it would be better if you would start.
Okay, let me start embarrassing myself then. So what I love about you is how much compassionate you are. Because that's something I struggle with myself, showing emotions and showing emotional support. And that's something you're really good at.
Yeah.
But for example, when I'm sad or when, I don't know, I'm disappointed about something, Peter comes to me and hugs me or comforts me. Yeah.
Oh.
He always tries to make me feel better emotionally.
Yes. It's so nice to hear because Tommy is usually without emotions, no emotions when you look at him. So it's nice to hear that he appreciates it.
I do, yeah. Sometimes I don't even have to say anything and Peter just sees in my face that I need emotional support and comes and hugs me.
Yeah, because Tommy doesn't talk about his emotions on his own. He wouldn't start with that, right?
Yeah, and I don't complain. I don't like complaining, so when I'm sad about something or when I'm disappointed, then I don't tell other people about it.
Yeah, so I have to be a good observer or a detective and find out what's wrong, for example. Or when I detect that he needs a hug, I'm there immediately.
Yeah, always.
Okay, so I will keep doing that.
Please.
So now my turn.
I'm curious to hear what you have to say.
Yeah, I have it written here on a piece of paper.
Old school.
What I love about you the most is your humor and your personality. Because Tommy has this specific sense of humor and he always cracks me up. It's very dry and sarcastic. And this is totally his style and I love it.
I'm glad you do.
Yeah, because some people don't get it and they feel offended, for example.
Uh-huh.
But I totally get it, so it's amazing.
Yeah. I have to be careful who I talk to. First, I try to analyze a person if they can take it or not. So when you feel offended, it means I was joking.
Yeah, because Tommy isn't a rude person, right?
I try not to be.
He's very polite when it comes to strangers.
Yeah. Because I'm good at filtering my thoughts.
Yeah. So that was the humor and personality. You have a great personality that's connected.
So following that up, I love that you like my sense of humor.
Yeah, we are a perfect fit, see?
Yeah. I have it written here actually. I have a more modern note.
Yeah, Tommy is very technical.
But it's really important that you get my sense of humor because it would be impossible to keep it inside.
Yeah.
So we would have to argue all the time if you didn't get it.
Yeah. Like, we will be finished very soon.
Yeah. So I love that we are on the same wavelength, and that you get me, and you have the same kind of humor, that you find it funny.
And funny that you are mentioning the wavelength, because that's exactly what I have written here. One of the reasons is that we are on the same wavelength.
See, we are.
Yeah, but I meant something else as well. Like we have similar goals for the future, for example. We think similarly.
Yeah. In many things we are alike.
Yeah. And I think it's really important because some people say that opposites attract, but I don't think that's true. It can be
for someone
at the beginning, for someone.
For someone else.
But I don't think that can work long term.
Maybe it can for other people, but I always wanted to be with someone who is similar to me. I can't imagine being with the opposite. We would argue all the time because I want to agree with you on things.
Yeah, so it's important for us to be similar.
Yeah.
And for me, it was a nice surprise when we started to get to know each other, like finding out that you don't like beer, for example, because that's not very usual, and I don't like beer either.
Yeah.
And we don't drive. Tommy does now, but at the beginning we didn't.
Yeah. So yeah, I love that too.
Yeah, so being on the same wavelength is really important and great. That's what we love about each other.
Yeah. So I have again something similar. I love that your hobbies are similar to mine.
Yes.
So we spend a lot of free time together because we want to do the same things. We both love traveling, hiking, taking care of our garden, and stuff like that. So it's like we are also each other's best friend.
Yeah, and that's the best.
Yeah. Because in a lot of relationships, people have other friends outside of the relationship with whom they get along better in some things.
Yeah.
But for me, it's not like that. It's like I don't need to meet other people because we understand each other in almost everything.
And I think that's why these COVID times are like a breeze for us because we are each other's best friends and like it's easier to be in lockdown together.
Yeah, definitely.
Because we don't miss other people.
Yeah. I still need some alone time.
Yeah, that's important, but alone time is something else than needing friends.
Yeah, exactly.
Because in lockdown it's difficult to meet friends and it's easier to give you some alone time because I have to go to work, for example. So there is your alone time.
Yeah.
And I have something similar again. What was it? Oh yeah, you mentioned traveling. So I love about you that you taught me how to travel. Because before Tommy, I didn't travel. Like, I didn't travel abroad. And I was a total beginner. And Tommy taught me everything because we started traveling quite a lot when we started dating. And that was totally new to me, but I loved it.
Yeah, I organize all the travels. So we just agree on when the vacation will take place, and I take care of everything else.
Yeah.
So I find some destination. Of course, Peter has to agree with everything, but once we agree on the destination, I start booking everything and creating a daily plan.
Yeah.
What to do, where to travel, what to see, and so on. And Peter is just along for the ride.
Yeah, but you made traveling my hobby. It's a great way to spend time together.
I'm your travel agency.
Yes, and I love that about you too.
So this is also similar to what we've already said, but I love that you're a big introvert like me.
Yes, so true. I love that about you too.
And this one is really important because I can't imagine being with an extrovert who would want to take me out all the time.
Yeah.
So we would either argue that you never go with me, or I can go out because you don't want to go out, so this way it's perfect.
Yeah, it is.
Whenever we get invited to a party, we're like, no,
Yeah.
why did they invite us?
It's never like we are looking forward to that. It's always like, is there some reason that we can say that we can't go?
Yeah, we always try to think of something original.
Yeah, but it's not like we hate parties. At least I don't hate parties. When I'm there, it's better, but I don't like the idea of going. It's always a burden for both of us when there is some event and we feel obligated to go.
Yeah, it depends on the party. Sometimes it's fun, sometimes it isn't. Sometimes I keep watching time and waiting when we can go home.
Yeah.
But yeah, we don't get invited much anymore, which is great.
Some would think it's sad, but for us, it's great.
So I have only one reason to love you left. How about you?
I have a lot of reasons. I thought I would be pathetic, but okay.
We said 5.
Maybe we jumped ahead or something. I don't know. Okay, so this is not very romantic.
It doesn't have to be.
I love your hairy body. Yeah, because I love hairy guys, and Tommy is
one of those.
Okay.
So you like my hair?
Totally, that's what I meant.
It's my best feature, right?
So should I go again?
I have one left, I think.
I have many. So, oh yeah, this is very nice. What I love about Tommy is that he saved me from a miserable life that I would have in Slovakia if I didn't meet him.
Sorry, parents-in-law.
No, it's not about parents, but I was thinking about it, and if I didn't meet him, I wouldn't have a boyfriend, I think. Or I don't know if I would come out. I would work at Slovak Hydrometeorological Institute as a meteorologist, so that would be the same. But that would be my life, like going to work and back, living with my parents, and I don't know, that's how I see it.
Oh.
So it was destiny that he made my life better.
So somebody else would do your laundry instead of me?
Yes, my mom probably. Yeah, so Tommy completely changed my life.
For better, I hope.
For better. So that's a nice reason, right?
Yeah, I love saving people.
Yes. So you are my savior.
Oh.
Okay, should I continue?
If you have money,
Yeah.
keep going.
Okay. What I love about you is that you are stable, because I am sometimes a mess and really like unpredictable and emotional.
An emotional mess.
Yeah, and it's a roller coaster with me, right?
Right, I can confirm that.
So Tommy is my rock, and I need that because he calms me down and he always tells me that everything is going to be okay.
Yeah. And he doesn't believe me.
Yeah. I always start an argument that why are you saying that? It's not going to be okay and everything will be a disaster.
Right.
Because I'm always stressed out about everything, even minor things, and he helps me to deal with it.
I try, but I'm not always as patient as I should be, probably.
Yeah. So is it difficult with me sometimes?
It drains your energy that I have to keep calming you down, and I don't have energy left for myself.
Yeah, but I'm trying to be better and not to stress out about everything. But sometimes it's hard for me. Okay, you go, honey.
I love your open communication.
Oh.
That I always know how you feel.
Mhm.
You don't hide anything, so it's easy for me. I don't have to guess like you do with me.
Yeah.
I always know where we are. You show your happiness, you show your sadness, and I like that.
Yeah, when I'm sad, I always want to talk about it.
Mhm.
Like, I want to talk about everything.
Yeah.
So there are no secrets, no mysteries
Mhm.
with me.
Yeah, it's not just emotions, it's everything.
Mhm.
Like Peter couldn't keep a secret from me, even if he tried.
Yeah. I'm unable to keep a secret.
And I think open communication is important in every relationship.
Yeah, it's totally important.
Like I know that there are couples who don't tell each other everything, but they tell their friends instead. And to me that's weird. I wouldn't want to be with a person whom I can't tell everything.
Yeah, and it can lead to problems
Mm-hmm.
when there is no communication. So I always try to get Tommy to talk about his feelings and about everything, but I don't know, do you have some secrets?
Sure. But I like that you don't have secrets, so I know everything, but you don't.
My god, now I'm scared.
I only don't tell Peter if I know that he doesn't want to know. Because sometimes like little things can set him off. So I don't tell him that something went wrong, but I fix it first. And then I tell him that, by the way, this went wrong, but it's already fixed.
Okay, so I like that. Yeah. So Tommy doesn't have any more points.
There's
but-
nothing more I love about Peter, that's it.
But I do have more points. So. Mhm.
See, this is another thing about Peter. He never follows instructions. Because we said prepare 5 things. Each of us will say 5 things. But no, he had to prepare 10.
This would be for another video because today we are talking about what we love about each other.
Yeah, okay, so I like that idea. That other video will be very long. I will have more than 5 things.
No, that can't be. Okay, so my next point is I love about you that you are not lazy. Because Tommy is very disciplined and result oriented, right?
I would like to think so.
Yeah. And I'm very lazy and I procrastinate a lot.
Oh my god, yes.
So he is the one that pushes me, right?
In a good way or a bad way?
In a good way to do things.
Mhm.
Because I wouldn't do anything. I would just sit in front of computer and do nothing. And you are always like, but we have to do this and that and let's go, we are going.
But I try not to push you, at least not directly. I just go and start doing things.
Mm-hmm.
And that usually makes Peter be more productive as well, right?
Yeah.
By the way, there's more.
There is. Okay, but this was
I have one more.
okay.
I just thought of it. I love how playful you are. Because I'm a very serious person normally, and I don't want to do fun things, especially not in public.
Yes.
And Peter made me open that part of myself a bit more.
Uh-huh.
Like it's silly things like, I don't know, going on a slide or something like that. Like when we started dating, I absolutely refused to do anything fun
Mm-hmm.
outside because there could be someone watching, right,
Yeah.
for example.
Yeah, so that was terrible.
Yeah. And Peter is like a big kid in these things, and he always wants to have some fun, like silly things. And yeah, thanks to him, I started doing that at least a little as well.
Yeah, it totally got better over time. So you are not so afraid to do fun stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like going on a swing or something.
Yeah. I try to awaken a kid in him too.
Yeah. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah. But it's nice to be a big kid.
Every now and then. Not always, like not wanting to clean his room or something, but yes.
Yes. Okay, so this is the last thing probably. What I love about you is that we are soulmates.
Oh.
So we mentioned that already in other points, I think. It always circles around the same thing, that we are soulmates and best friends and on the same wavelength, right?
Yes, our souls are aligned.
Yeah, totally. It's interesting that I knew from the beginning that we are going to stay together forever.
You did.
Yes.
I didn't. I love you, honey.
I love you too, honey. We are made for each other.
And this video was a good idea.
It was a great idea. I liked it. It's always nice to remind ourselves why we love each other. Okay, so is there something else you want to add?
No, that's it. There's nothing more that I love about you.
Yeah, I think we exhausted all the reasons.
Maybe not, but that's all we could think about now.
Okay guys, so we hope you liked this video. Give us a thumbs up and show us some love.
Comment below and let us know what you thought.
Subscribe to our channel if you are not subscribed yet. Why are you not subscribed, guys?
Seriously.
Yeah, so subscribe. And what else is there? You can hit the notification button. What is it? A bell. Hit the bell and you will be notified when we have a new video out.
Yes. And see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.